Hi, my name is Jake, and I am a bookish drummer. So for today's video, I will be doing a quick book tag, and that would be the "Why haven't I read these books yet" tag. Now, I'm currently in the middle of a book bet with Stacy, and we're trying to read the most sequels in a week, and whoever wins get to pick a book for the other one's TBR in October. So I'm really trying to win, but I'm still, trying to, pump out some content for y'all. So I just want to do a very quick book tag for y'all. It is Sunday, NFL Sunday. I'm also trying to watch some football while I read some sequels. So I'm going to just quickly go through this tag. It probably won't be the best video I've ever done, but it's okay. Enough of the preamble. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So essentially, I have to choose 5 different books and say why I haven't read them, and they're all in different genres or different forms of books. Pretty much all of these books kind of have a similar theme, and you'll get what I'm going for when I start going over them. And the first one is a classic book, and that would be Don Quixote by Cervantes. I don't know how to pronounce it. But essentially, the reason I haven't read this is because it's too damn long. And even though I'm sort of halfway interested in it, I can never, fit it into a TBR. And I'm not even really that interested in classics to begin with. And I'm not too interested in adding a 1,000-page tome of a classic to a TBR. So that's the reason why I haven't read that book. And then I believe question 2 is just fiction. And again, Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace is too damn long. Even though I know Pete from Ponderings of Pete, he's really enjoying this book. And I think he's going to finish it soon. And he's told me that it is very good. It's not a book that you can kind of like binge though. Like it's taken him a long time to finish this book. So I'm very intimidated to include it on my TBR because it's too damn long and it'll probably take me a long time to read it. And then for number 3, it's a nonfiction book, which most of my nonfiction books are pretty short and I probably should get to them. But this one is not short, and that would be Pink Floyd, All the Songs, which is a huge book that literally goes over every Pink Floyd song and kind of like what they're about, when they were recorded, how they recorded it, like what the song is about, like just a bunch of crap about all of Pink Floyd's songs. And if you're a Pink Floyd fan like I am, you know that they have a shit ton of songs, so it's chunky, and it will take a very long time to read, but I am very much interested in it because they are my 3rd or 4th favorite band of all time, so I'm very much interested in it, but again, it's friggin' huge and very chunky. And then number 4 is a genre book, and again, 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami. Good lord, this book is chunky. I think it's the longest book I have here. It's 1,100 pages. It's very much like literary, magical realism, just straight up weird ass book. But yeah, Haruki Murakami is one of my all-time favorite authors. I love his books, but generally they're on the shorter side. This one is a bit chunky. And I've actually read part 1. It's split into 3 parts. I've read part 1 before, and it was very good. And then I was gonna, kind of slowly go through it. But at this point, I'm going to have to reread part 1, which I hate when I have to do that, like go back to a book. So I'll get to it eventually, but again, it's super chunky, so I don't know when I'll get to it. And then for number 5, the last prompt, a book that you've owned for the longest time and still haven't read yet. For this one, it is a chunky book, but at the same time, it's a book that I have almost zero interest in finishing, and that would be Black House by Stephen King. This is the sequel to The Talisman, which, of course, if you've watched my channel for any length of time, The Talisman is easily my least favorite Stephen King book, and since this is the sequel, I'm really not that interested. I've actually DNF'd this book at least 3 or 4 times. I'm just not that interested. I've heard it gets better like the further you get into it, and that typically if you don't love The Talisman, that a lot of people like this book better. But by God, I really don't give a shit about this book, and I know for completionist's sake, I will eventually read this book, but I have so many other books that I'm more interested in, so yeah, that's a book that I've owned probably for the longest time that I still haven't finished. And then question number 6 is tag people. And I've seen so many people do this tag that I'm pretty sure most people have already done it. So I'm just going to do the stereotypical, if you watch this video and you're interested in doing the tag, go do it. I tag everybody. Yay! All right, so that was the tag, Why Haven't I Read These Books tag, where essentially I give y'all 5 really chunky books that I haven't read because they're very chunky. Have you read any of these books? Please let me know if you have and what you thought about them down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and go check out the Book Astronomer Discord where the Stephen King Readathon will take place in October. Also, go check out my Patreon if you're interested in supporting me financially. And I also have my Amazon wishlist if you'd like to buy me a book. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a fantastic day. I got to go back to reading because I'm in the middle of a book bet with Stacy. I have to read!